Hello friends, this is Cauldron. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. We're here in the home of the Moon Rabbits, who I think are the Loporrits, something like that. And I have a new minion out. This is Palom, and I'm with this little shit because it's Final Fantasy IV music. Alright, Urianger. Given the present crisis, Heidelin doubtless sought to facilitate cooperation betwixt pilot and passenger. Indeed, 'twould require a heart as diamond to raise one's voice in anger to beings possessed of such profound saccharinity. You even found a way to say cuteness. Weird. Ishtola. I find Urianger's reasoning somewhat flimsy, but the crew seems amicable enough. I hope so. Thancred. Good lord, here come the bunny puns. A Harey Situation. Thancred's dumbfounded expression suggests he is still struggling to comprehend the spectacle he has just witnessed. Thancred. They must... Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Loporrits. They must be the Loporrits mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. What? I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader. Though we might have to ask about oh, like ask about intransitively. So we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on then, let us be about it. Okay. Okay, so where are we going? We are... Is there any purpose to looking around the outskirts of this place? I'm just going to do a quick lap here. Yeah, so I didn't really see anything in my lap around this place, so let's check out the middle at least. It looks like we should be able to pick up this aetheryte before we jump down. Is this really the aetheryte? Wobbling way. Oh my... Flopping way! This is the greatest beast tribe. Sorry, dwarves. And pixies. Wobbling way. Oh dear. I hadn't expected to meet a people person here. Whatever shall I do? Keep working. Keep wobbling away. Flopping way. Me? You're speaking to me? Oh, but of course, I'll answer any question you may have. Yeah, who are you? I'm the manager and operator of this central control sphere. It regulates every single facility here in Bestways, Burrow. If anything... Oh my god, you're so friggin' cute. If anything were to happen to it, the whole place would stop working in no time. It's very important, and so is my job. What is this place? Bestways, Burrow is where we Loporrits... I'm sure they'll say it in no time, but I don't know if it's Loporrits or Loporrits. I'll go with Loporrits, where we Loporrits live and work in honor of Heidelin. We're all doing our best to make the moon a suitable ship to transport everyone. Where are we going to go anyway? You'll be able to ride someday soon. Don't you worry. That's a little bit ominous. Don't you worry. The apocalypse will soon be here, friend. Yay. Can I... No, I thought this was the aetheryte, unless it's too high for a Lalafell to look up at and target. Maybe the aetheryte's probably below us, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I thought that was just their fancy description for an ether. Oh, shit! I thought that was going to be a... You know what? This is a fast way to get down. I thought that was going to be an invisible wall for some reason. Alright, Chipper Loporrit, who just watched me plummet to my near death. Fighting way. Chipper Loporrit, what do you got? Oh my god, they have the original Hummingway chip music from Final Fantasy IV. Oh, this is Singing Way. The leader of the crew? Not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way's the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Theros, and that's a promise. I'm gonna 5-star you on Yelp. You are great. You are a great helper. Wait, what's down there? The ship's engine, maybe? I don't know. Trading way. It's all the fun the traders on Theros were getting up to, and I thought to myself, hey, I could do that. So here I am, eagerly awaiting your patronage and bicolor gemstones. Okay. Lovely. I don't think there's anything I want to get right now, but... I mean, maybe I should just because I'm capped out, so... In the name of, like, not being capped out, maybe I should buy, like... I don't know. Yeah, sure, let's get 50 dynamite ashes. Why? Who knows? Because it's better than just being capped. Camping way. Nothing for it. Only one thing to be done. Scrap it all and start over. What are you working on? Camping way. I'm thinking of spending a night outside Bestways Burrow, but I'm not sure what I'll need to take with me. Aside from a tent, I suppose. Now, in Final Fantasy IV The After Years, naming way... Because you couldn't change characters' names anymore, so naming way went through a bit of an identity crisis. Because naming way in the original game was able to change your name, but in the sequel, there was no name changes, so... He went through a variety of things. I think Camping Way was one of them, where like he decided to go camping, and then he eventually became like he went through, I don't know, Stripping Way, and like he tried out a number of professions before settling on Mapping Way to help us map stuff out. Or Pudding Way? I don't remember. Thancred. I only saw them from a distance, but their fur was brown, if it helps at all. Thanks, Thancred. What else? Splitting way. You know what? I feel like I'm going to see these people eventually. Let's just continue with the main story quest with the Harey situation. I might keep looking as I go, but I'm going to see this all eventually. I'm not in a particular rush to get this all cleared out and talked to. Who is this Weaving Way? Are you a trader? Weaving Way. What do you think of our clothing? I'll have you know I'm the mastermind behind its design. Your clothing is amazing. It looks nice and comfortable. Nice job, Weaving Way. Dozing Loporrit. Loporrit. Leader, no. Sleeping Way. My job is... perhaps I better ask. This is probably the one whose snot bubble was popped when we saw last. Did you forget to get your friend out of cryostasis? Alright, so I guess we're going to follow Sleeping Way. Boosting Way? No boosting in Final Fantasy XIV, please. Boosting Way. It's a pleasure to finally meet one of you, miss. I'm just preparing this, and that's for when more of your kind arrive, so you can feel all at home. What are you preparing? I'm just preparing this and that. Oh, this and that. Like, you're just preparing all the little things. Okay. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm really curious. So we got Recording Way also. Also, I just attuned that aetherite and set it to my home point. Recording Way. Oh my, isn't this exciting? I've never seen one of your kind up close. Would you mind if I take some measurements of your body? Just for reference, of course. No, you cannot measure my body. I've seen that pickup line before. Nothingway. We're all going to die someday, so what if it happens a little sooner? They actually made a nihilistic Loporrit named Nothingway. And still look at its cute little face. Okay. This is really like they've channeled all their cute-making prowess into this particular race. Snappy Loporrit. What the? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Let's communicate with it in its own language, the language of humming. So take me to your leader. Were you the one giving orders earlier, or no? We're gonna hum. He gave us the humming noise. Snappy Loporrit. What was that supposed to be? You're humming. If one could even call it that, it's atrociously off-key. It should sound more like this. Give me the fucking literal same music. As leader of the Loporrits, I cannot allow substandard attempts at musicality to go unremarked, even if you are a guest. But being the magnanimous sort that I am, I'll forgive you this once. Thank you, Snappy. Are you leading way? Thancred. Well, well, looks like you beat us here. Snappy Loporrit. Your friends, I take it. Is this all of them? Yep, this is us for now. We got a whole planet full waiting for you, though. Snappy Loporrit. A group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be think? Oh, right, because it's expecting to see the giants that the ancient ones were, and it's like, nah, you're kids compared to them. Okay. Like, that's the ancient ones themselves mistook us for children. Snappy Loporrit. This isn't a nursery after all, though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter. You needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing around gawping. I must take you to meet the others. Oh wait, she had like kind of a different voice, didn't she? Like, I'm not gonna do. I don't know. I don't want to try accents outside of the occasional bad one. If you could run along toward the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center. If you should find yourselves lost, yeah, I think we'll be able to find it. I shall gather the others and meet you there. Thank you, Snappy. Thancred. Well then, back to the upper floor it is. Yeah. Mapping way, Snappy Loporrit. Okay. Uriange. It is astounding how the Loporrits, despite their diminutive stature, are able to maintain such gargantuan facilities. I don't like what you're trying to say. I don't appreciate it, and I hope you apologize very shortly. Very soon. God damn it. Okay. Ishtola. The etheric composition and density of this sphere is quite similar to the crystalline concepts we've seen before. It likely shares their capacity for storing memories and knowledge. That actually is a good point. I didn't think of that. Yeah, it's the same tech, right? Same basic tech. Thancred. Given their size, getting from one end of this place to the other must be exhausting. I honestly don't know how they do it. What is this anti-short stuff going on here? We can navigate the world just as well as you. Hey, I'm the tall one for once. Look at them looking up to me. Mapping way. Visitors at last. Welcome. Snappy Loporrit.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order.
I love them.
My name is Livingway, and we are the Loporrits. Created
Loporrits.
for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Etheris to a brave new world.
What world?
More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw.
Oh, Jesus, this is amazing.
Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
I love everything about this.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Okay.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it.
Thank you,
The
Livingway.
people of Etheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration.
It's a combination of adorable and condescending as hell, and I love it.
Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations.
You're gonna get kind of a rude awakening, aren't you? Now, you should know why they...
Not following? No? Very well.
I guess they think we're kids, so that's why they're talking that way. Right, so the moon orbiting Aetheris.
Here we have Aetheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now.
Right.
Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade.
Is the moon going to crash into the Aetheris just because Zodiac was what was keeping its gravimetric whatever's in check in place?
A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Aetheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
This is just the way they're talking about the end of the world is so good. It's so good. It's like we're in a Douglas Adams book right now. Okay. Okay, so it's not that the moon's going to crash, because I think they would have been very visual about that. Maybe that's going to happen too, but it's more that whatever, there's just things are going to happen that are going to destroy everything.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Aetheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun.
Okay, I'm with you.
The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core.
So they're saying that it's really inevitable at this point.
Sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Aetheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you.
Thank you.
Grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold.
That's the other thing. How many is it that they're talking about? How is it? Well, I guess they're saying the moon's a vessel, so of course the moon's not going to crash. I forgotten about that when I was talking about that possibility. But how many can it hold? Because there's a lot of people. Are they going to be like, we're going to take a ton of people. We're going to take almost 1% of the entire population.
And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star.
So it sounds like a reasonable plan, if we can get everyone on board, but...
Done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems.
In my headcanon, by the way, this is now how all NASA engineers talk. This is what the workday sounds like.
We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Heidelin. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings.
So, I remember the name Venar coming up as the leader of the Heidelin Council. I'd forgotten that... I guess we'll see right now if they're shocked. They're like, Venar's Heidelin, but I know at least it does ring a bell that Venar was to Heidelin as Elidibus was to Zodiark.
And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers.
Okay.
We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
And so Venar is female. I guess that makes sense. If Venar is the heart and Heidelin is like... Heidelin is female, so yeah, that makes sense. Thancred. Okay.
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation.
So we still don't have a specific place in mind.
Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement.
I also imagine that the whole two shakes of a rabbit's tail is in your, like, ancient timeline, so that might be, oh, two shakes of a rabbit's tail, so give it a couple of thousand years and boom, we'll be in the first planet to try in no time. But that might be fine. They could all just go into cryostasis or whatever.
The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
I seriously doubt that.
Help? From who?
Who would give them help in this case? Not Xenos. They wouldn't...
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges?
Is this... Who was in contact with them? Was it the Allagans?
Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
It's probably worth clearing this misconception up, like, right now.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
Christmas card from Earth.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
We just kind of came.
Heidelin herself led you here.
Oh, yeah, then that. That might be actually more helpful for you to hear.
You don't say. Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
I don't know if I want to hug you or throw you, but I think you could do both at the same time, right?
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher?
Oh god, all your, like, you designed everything so that the shelves are, like, super high up, didn't you?
Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
So, the stuff that they were getting, I mean, it had to, is it as from as far back as, I actually have no idea who was sending that. I can't even imagine the Allagans were sending them stuff. Gotta be, like, way back.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Etheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages.
Oh god, what book did you have?
I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
I am so... Poor Livingway. Poor Livingway.
Livingway, can you hear me?
Oh god, they're gonna have to adjust everyone's size.
Busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
This is so good. This is so good.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yeah, at least you are adapting as quick as can be expected.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Yeah, what do you want to know? We like spam, I don't know. We have cats sometimes. I guess that's really the only two things you need to know about us. So just make sure you have spam and cats, and we'll be good. Alright, mapping way. Oh dear, I certainly hope building... No, I'm not. I'm just going to do regular voice. I certainly hope Buildingway can complete the renovations before more guests arrive. Or perhaps you should leave them as they are. That way you'd have more space to lounge about. Again, I think it's better too big than too small, at least. Stola. I should have realized something was amiss when Livingway referred to us as children. What other delightful misconceptions do they hold, I wonder? I feel like we're going to find out pretty soon. Thancred. Why do I get the feeling we're going to have our hands full dealing with the Loporrits? Loporrits. I think it's Loporrits, they said, right? Oriange. 'Tis unfortunate that the domiciles were constructed in error, but their willingness to perform such sweeping renovations is a testament to their commitment. I cannot fathom the resources required for a facility so vast. No, it's a lot. Alright, a taste of the moon. Purple carrot juice. A hearty and healthful beverage prepared from the bulb of purple carrots and pixie apples. Delicious. Wait, carrot and apple juice sounds gross. Never mind. With the final days fast approaching, Livingway is keen to complete her preparations. Right then. Now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it's imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers to be. If there is anything at all, that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And address it we shall. Here at Bestways Burrow, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. Oh, that's why you call it... Oh my god. Okay. This is like, it's like the name of a hotel for them. Ahem. We have produced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with your foodstuffs? Meet me at the Carrotorium, and we'll see about filling your bellies. I'm sure the steak is delicious here. Stola. She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of a theorist rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take an opportunity to learn more of the Loporrits and this vessel. Agreed. So where's the Carrotorium? Which is, by the way, that's officially how I am referring to my kitchen from now on. You discover a new location. The Carrotorium, yes! Okay, so we got the Pride Crystal. We have Saturn. We have a bunch of Saturns, a bunch of ring planets. Good. Hopping way. I'm delighted to see you, but I'm very, very busy. Perhaps we can chat another time. Yep, I won't get in your way. Even though I just did. I am just so excited about everything this part of the game chooses to be. Like, they could have done any number of things with the moon, and look what they did. They made it the best thing. They had an infinite number of things they could turn the moon into, and they chose the best option. Caretaker. Oh, there's enemies here? Interesting. Supporter. Oh god, they made everything. Of course there's stairs that are like this. They made everything for larger people. We got cacti? Are those real, or are these like plastic cacti? No, those are... I guess this is like an artificial way to grow carrots, which they would need. Oriange. Hast thou spied the peculiar sentinels patrolling the facility? Approach them with caution, or better yet not at all, for they make no distinction between friend or foe. Stola. Given their earlier confusion regarding our size, I cannot help but wonder if they even knew the first thing about us. I mean, it could be like an Undertale sort of thing, where they were like Undyne and where Undyne and Alphys like found anime and they were like, these are the human chronicles. Or at least that was how Undyne interpreted it. Thancred. Am I the only one who suspects we're not going to find anything edible whatsoever? No, I'm reasonable. I would be shocked if there's anything that delicious. Never mind, Cooking-Way is on the job. We're a lot smaller than expected, but you're a lot smaller than we expected. But I trust you still have large appetites, yes? Absolutely, Livingway. Welcome to the Carrotorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking-Way, pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. Oh my god, I'm terrified to look at these pages. Why, I've practically worn the words from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of... well, because we just woke up and we're all quite famished. Livingway. Hop along the platforms here and you'll find a storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. I look forward to your moon carrots. Though I doubt Thancred is looking forward to your moon carrots. Alright. Up, 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 up. What do we got here? Blasting Way. Okay. Here's a conundrum. Which carrots should we start with? Right, Blasting. I vote Philosopher's Carrots. They'll keep us light on our feet. Philosopher's Carrots. No, Iron Carrots first. We won't get large bulging thews. Is it thews? Is that how you pronounce that word? Blasting Way. This doesn't require a debate. We have work to do, so quit dragging your feet and get to it. Okay. Storage crate. You open the storage crate and find a rainbow-colored assortment of carrots. Which carrot will you choose? Unassuming orange carrot, peculiar-looking blue carrot, the vibrant yellow carrot, the ominous crimson carrot, 100%. Ominous is delicious. The soft texture and redolent aroma of this crimson creation belie its staggering weight. The excessive length and girth only compound the mystery, leaving you perplexed as to the nature of this carrot. Are you certain you wish to eat the carrot? Absolutely. We're going to try new things. On second thought, you elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking-Way whether it's safe to eat first. Okay. Alright, we've taken the obscenely large, ominous crimson carrot, and we'll see how good it is, or whether it will kill us immediately. Where did he go? Oh, there you are. Livingway. I'm eager to hear what you think of our work, but I'm sure there's some small room for improvement, but I'm confident you'll be satisfied. Yep, we'll hold off on judgment for now. Obscenely large carrot. Even Viera are likely to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot. That or be offended by all those who assume that they would. So, did any of our selections set your mouth to watering? Yeah, the obscenely large carrot. Ah, yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. I friggin' love that little animation where they rub their faces. Okay, eat the obscenely large carrot. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. The carrot is oddly tender, but as you begin to chew, a rich aroma fills your nostrils. A newfound vigor begins welling within you. The rumbling of your stomach, however, suggests it maybe simply be indigestion. Oh no. Okay, so it's edible. Probably. Maybe. Cooking-Way. What did you think? Unlike everything you've ever tasted, yes? Ambiguity succeeds where honesty dare not venture. Yes, it was unlike anything I've ever tasted. Cooking way. The iron carrot can be a bit difficult to adjust, but the boost to endurance it promises makes it the perfect meal before a day of heavy lifting. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, the dream carrots to help with sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion. These carrots are extraordinary. What if I don't like carrots? I could certainly see demand for this in Charlian. All these... I think we have to be constructive here. So I want to be nice and say these carrots are extraordinary, because they are. But I think you have to say, like, what about people who don't like carrots? And maybe the answer is just deal with it. We're on a space station and the apocalypse is happening, but hopefully there's an answer. What if I don't like carrots? This is probably going to appall them. Livingway. You don't like carrots? Oh, you must mean you don't like them served in this fashion. Worry not. We have pureed versions on hand if you haven't the time to chew. That's very thoughtful. Stola. I take it you had a wide assortment of carrots. I take it you too had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and not else? Yes, you take correctly. Stola. If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Etheirys? Surely you are aware we have abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate? Livingway. Of course we are. But, well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. The thing is, even now I don't know whether they mean recently, like it was only 5,000 years ago that we established contact, or whether it's actually recently. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first. So imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instruction. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss where to begin. Again, the fact that they're holding back the encyclopedia makes me worry that it's going to be like, I don't know, like it's going to be like Xenos Asahi fanfic, and they're just like, yes, this is what we've prepared the carrots for. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food. It's actually not a bad idea. I like it. Thancred. That's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. I mean, these are not just raw carrots. These are like super carrots. I guess it's possible if they make it with all the nutrients and all that, right? Have you considered cooking them? Cooking way. You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare carrots in other ways. But our primary concern was efficiency, and what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? Thancred. A rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? The Cooking Way. Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't by given name. When first created, we were all named in the Old Tongue. You know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the walkers speak? Yeah, that, like, whale sounds, almost. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary, that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjunctions, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given tasks, and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? They actually are helpful. They legitimately are. Thancred. No, not really. No, yes, they are. Thancred's wrong. But it does explain a great deal. Urianger. Wherefore didst thy kind deem such a change necessary? Cooking Way. When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. Ishtola. Oh, no. I hope our critiques, such as they were helpful to you. Though if you decide to preserve the flora and fauna from Etheirys as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, when I pray comes sooner rather than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu. We're all taking this end of the world thing in stride and kind of jokingly in a way that surprises me. But I guess I don't know. No, there's no way around it. It does kind of surprise me. Alright, let's see this. Purple carrot juice. Yeah, okay. That that's kind of all the time I have at the moment, and so I'm going to wrap it up here in the Carrotorium. Thank you for watching. I know this is kind of a short one, but yeah, I'll continue next time talking to the lovely Loporrits who look up to me. See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.